Hello everyone and welcome to today's video on Bitcoin and the overall market structure of the crypto market, okay? Because Bitcoin is the king and that's what we look at if we want to assess if the market is healthy. So I am CF Crypto TA, also known as Crypto Dunk, and I'm your host today. So, first of all, to understand where Bitcoin is heading, we need to look at the trend. Okay, so it's really important to understand what is the overall structure of the market and where is the trend going. So you don't want to never ever uh, trade against the trend unless it's a short-term trade. Okay, so looking at the overall structure, as you can see here, it's quite easy to understand where Bitcoin is heading. I know it sounds stupid, but that's the secular trend. So we can see that is a bullish trend. Okay, so as you can see, Bitcoin through the years continuously rise up. Okay, making new all-time high, and that's the secular trend. The secular trend usually lasts between 15 to 20 years. I already explained to you guys, and you have a nice chart that I posted yesterday or 2 days ago, which make you understand how is the overall structure of Bitcoin. But if we look very quickly, we can see that if we we draw a line between, which is the trend line, between the peaks, okay, of Bitcoin, as you can see here. So true to true as well. So from the bottom to the bottom, okay, we can see that Bitcoin is in a channel and is in a rising channel. So wedge, okay. So it looks more as a wedge if we draw it perfectly. So as we can see, for now, the trend lines are not, they have not been violated yet. We had a violation here, but it was just a whipsaw, especially with it was actually COVID. Okay, so this is events in the market that can't be predicted, and they are called black swan. Okay, so it's something that is unexpected and is completely against the trend, and we can't really predict anything like that. No, with technical analysis, with anything. If the this the third world war will start tomorrow, we can predict the price of Bitcoin and will likely go down. Okay, so there is no chart that it will be able to actually forecast properly Bitcoin. So now we go on the weekly chart, and we can see few trend lines are coming to our eyes. We got basically the bottom from the COVID, okay, the March, so the low, and we have the second bottom from the 21st of July. This is creating a really strong dynamic support, as you can see here. So what is happening is actually on the overall structure, on the weekly structure, which is the intermediate trend, Bitcoin is actually approaching a strong support. And as we can see here, also Bitcoin has created a few weeks on the support over here. So we can actually understand that there is actually some demand in this area. So basically, the players in the market are assessing Bitcoin as undervalued in this area. So the market is trying to basically test the supply and the liquidity, and the demand is meeting the supply. So there is actually a strong support in this area. Now, if we look at other indicators, just not just the candles, as we can see here, just I want to show you something on the monthly. Over here, we had a very strong bearish candle pattern. Okay, this is the evening star. However, this evening star is not a perfect evening star because we want the doji to creating a gap between the green candle, in this case is orange, and the black candle. So, but still, we have a confirmation of a downtrend over here with this strong psychological candle. Now, again, looking at the weekly, what is happening with the indicators, what we can tell from the indicators. So if we look at the indicators over here, we can look at the volume. Okay, we can see that the assessing the volume, we actually have some kind of let's say low volatility accumulation here. Even if for us, to our eyes, it looks like there is a big price action in this area. In the reality is that the volume is not really high. Okay, so neither on the lower side and then the upside right now. There was a big volume on the candle, okay, that it brought us to the 29 level, the 29,000 level. However, it was quickly bought up, and you can see here from these candle wicks, here there is a strong support. Okay, at this level over here, bulls were coming in and defending this support. Now, enough of the volume on the weekly. We're gonna look at the volumetric weighted moving average price, moving average. Sorry. So we're gonna look at the daily. This is the daily, as you can see here, the dotted one, which I basically pin to the daily frame. So in any frame we will look, there will be this dotted line, which is basically the 50-day moving average, which is an important support in the overall history of Bitcoin, if we look at the price action. Now, in here, we have another 50 week. So in this case, because we are on the weekly time frame, this is the 50-week moving average. And as you can see, there is another support that is coming in. So here we have already a confluence of two different strong support. We have the 50-week weekly moving average that is coming in to bring a support. Okay, so the support is actually at the what area is, okay, 36,000. Okay, so we have a strong support at 36,000, and as you can see here, it has bring support in the past. So it was a strong support at the 30,000 level. So the price just touched, and then the bulls came in and just shoot up, and then it was a strong support for the whole bull market in the 2015 till 2018. And when we broke it down, it brought us down. Okay, so this is basically our mean right now. So anytime there is a strong deviation from the mean, we expect the price to come back to the mean. And as you can see here there was starting to be a quite strong deviation from the mean price, so from the mean, and the price went back to its mean. Now we also look at the 200 weekly. This is the 200 weekly moving average, because we are on the weekly time frame, and there is not much to say right now. So we know that it's been a strong support during the bear market. So what we can expect actually, that in the future we will have some sort of back to the mean, to the 200 moving average. So I can expect that in the future the price will then try to revert and come back to the mean price. Now, I'm not going to dwell too much on the longer time frame, okay? So because I could speak about the Elliott wave, I will keep that for another time. Now we're going to go down on the time frame. Sorry, low batteries. There we go. So we're gonna go and look at the daily, which we're more interested right now. So what we can see right now is that we have a strong resistance, which is has turned support. We broke it back in August, at the beginning of August, with this little bull run, okay, with this bounce, this rally. And we can see that actually the price, what happened, we know that in technical analysis, when we have a breakout, we usually have a retest of the trend line. So what happened? The price just shoot up, break the resistance, shoot up, and then now is basically trying to come back and retest the broken resistance, which turns support. So we have already three different support in this area right now. Now, another important indicator and which has been a really good indicator for old bull runs, is the golden cross. Golden cross is when the 50 daily MA is breaking the 200 day moving average. So this is a golden cross, and this one that you see here, when the 50 MA broke the 200 MA on the downside, this is a death cross. So the golden cross is usually a bullish sign on the technical analysis. So if we go back and check at the history of Bitcoin, we can actually appreciate that every time there was a golden cross, there was some significant movement in the market. And as we can see here, the 2020 May, the golden cross was the mark of a starting of a big bull run, okay, that lasted all the last year. Similarly, we have a golden cross, which is a lagging indicator, unfortunately, and we had basically a good rally back in 2020, January 2020, and then unfortunately we had the COVID crash. So this one was an unpredictable event, and we couldn't just predict that the golden cross was invalidated. And as you can see, there was a really strong reaction on the 50 moving average. Now, another golden cross was in 2019, and it was the starting of the new bull market, the first wave of the bull market. And as you can see, the price, when there was a golden cross, we had a good shoot up. Okay, so it was a two pair. Okay, on your money. So this was a 200% profit. Now, what we can also say that sometimes when we have the golden cross, the price sometimes revert, test again the low, and then come back up and create a second golden cross. So what is happening right now is actually similar to what happened in 2015. We had the first golden cross, breakout, retest, and shoot up. That's what I expect from this time. Okay, so as you can see here, we had the golden cross. Okay, now we are retesting somewhere close to the low, and then we're gonna shoot up. Now just bear in mind that here we have a strong confluence of supports, so we can expect actually the price to be bought up around this area. Now let's see again the volume. Now, what we can tell from the volume on the daily chart, what we can tell is that every time the bear are pushing down, they are somewhat exhausted and there is demand. So there was in the first panic selling on the 7th of September. Then we have a series of high volume on the selling. However, what happened, the volume was actually not coming strongly in on the boat up, but with the half of the effort of the bears, the market was able to react. What does it mean to me? What can I take from this information? Is that actually the supply is very low. So a little demand is driving the market up quite significantly. So what is happening is that actually every time the bulls are starting to come in, so the institution right now are trying to um, test the liquidity of the market. The liquidity of the market is low. Okay, so in order to create enough liquidity, they need to create this panic selling so they can enter the market and meet the supply and buy everything up. Okay, because they have big orders, they don't have small orders like me and you, so they need to buy million and million, and to buy million and million you need to have enough supply on the market, otherwise they won't be able to meet their order and they will create a strong reaction in the market. Now what is happening, so right now the Bitcoin is basically trading in a descending wedge. Descending wedge is actually a reversal pattern. So what happens usually is that the price will then break this resistance over here on the right, and the objective of our reversal pattern will be 20%, okay, on obviously on the upside. So what is happening is whether it will break, we will measure 20% from there, and we will expect the price to go somewhere again around the 40 the 50, sorry, 50,000, which is actually the big and strong resistance. So it was the last, let's say, local top, okay, the really short-term local top. Now, so what we know again, we have a confluence of support in this area. So what we can expect from Bitcoin right now, in my opinion, is that actually Bitcoin will test once again down, coming back up, okay, squeezing in the wedge and then shoot up, okay. That's a really straight line, okay. It won't go like this or maybe yes, a super candle, but basically that's my thoughts. So what is going to happen is that bears will try and will exhaust. This is an exhaustion move that how we call it in technical analysis. They will try to push down the market. However, there will be enough demand from the buyers, which are basically institution, and by creating this panic selling, which most of you will sell around this area, because as soon as the market will see this level over here, basically the 40,000 being clearly break, there will be a sell-off from the algos, okay, from the algorithm. Okay, all the bots, they will just sell, and there will be here whales, okay, an institution coming in to buy all the supply up. Okay. Now, what we can tell as well, we have a little triangle forming over here. So the price objective of this triangle is 10% down. So we can expect actually the price to shoot down of 10% and testing the 37,000, which was actually my price target from actually a month and a half ago already, before the rally actually started. And also, one more thing that I would like to show you. In the Elliott wave, we know that the correction is usually ABC if it's a simple correction. Otherwise, we have a complex correction, which is different, and I won't dwell on that because it's too long. But we can see clearly that there is an ABC pattern over here, okay, and I can tell you also that it's almost complete, because usually what is happening from Elliott theory, we know that the price of wave C is usually equal to the projection of 100% of wave A, okay, between 100% and 1.2. So what again it's giving us a confluence, and is around 38,000, 37,000. So this is all an area of interest, which if I be honest, if we touch here, I will buy up. Okay, I will buy. Also, lastly, if we see at the other indicators, we have the KST, which just broke below the zero line, which is usually bearish. However, is not steep this move, so it's actually just dwelling before the zero line, and is expecting is waiting for the next volatility. Same from the Chandon MO. And also what we can tell is that the stochastic RSI is starting to approaching the oversold area. And this area over here will be where there will be a turn in momentum, and we can expect the price to start shooting up. Same RSI. RSI is starting to approach the 30 level, which is the oversold area. And then we also have the bear indicator, which is starting to be also um, incredibly oversold. I expect the RSI to start forming a bullish divergence, and then the price start to move in the upwards direction. I hope this will help you. This one was just the daily. We can also dwell on the 4 hour in another video. I hope this will help you. This is CF Crypto TA. I really wish you a great evening, and if you like this video, just follow me and share this video. I'll see you later, guys.